Getting to 4,000 watch hours sometimes feels impossible. But once you realize what I'm about to tell you, it actually feels pretty easy. Now, I've monetized this particular channel and I'm about to show you the exact strategy I use to get this channel monetized. I'm going to show you everything I know so that you can get your channel monetized without having to change any of your content. I see a lot of YouTube gurus give advices that wouldn't actually help your channel, but rather hurt your channel. So you don't have to listen to these guys, but rather pay attention to these exact strategies I'm about to share with you in this video. The first strategy is honestly one of the best methods for you to use to increase watch time without having to do any extra work whatsoever. Now, I'm going to take you to my screen and you will try as much as possible to spot the difference between these two screenshots. I'm just going to select any of my video on YouTube. Then you look at the right side of the screen. You realize that there are a bunch of videos that are made by other creators. Let's assume someone is watching one of my videos. And once the person sees any of these videos that are being suggested to him on the right side, finds that video attractive, the person will quickly go to click on one of the videos that has been suggested to him on the right side that he finds interesting, hence making me lose some watch time. And once a person does that, the person will quickly abandon my channel and my video. Now, with this screenshot, you realize that even though it's my video that is playing, the videos that are on the right hand side are a bunch of videos that are from me. So once a person is watching any of my videos, there will be a lot more videos of mine that will be suggested to him at this right side of the screen. Hence, it will be easy for the person to find any of my videos that will interest him to watch. This is a powerful way to increase your watch time because the person will have no alternative than to click on another video of yours to watch. So now, pairing this strategy with the next strategy I'm about to mention, you'll be realizing that you'll be increasing your watch time over 50%. The question you'll be asking yourself is, how do you get only your videos suggesting at the right side of the screen? You basically do this by creating a playlist and adding all the videos you want to be suggested appearing on the right side of the screen. But here's what you have to know about this strategy. Your playlist doesn't just appear on the right side of the screen. You have to actively put it out there. And the most effective way to do this is to add a call to action to your videos. This is where you go like, I'll be leaving a link to this video in the description of this video. And instead of it to be a normal link to a video, it should rather be a link to a specific video that is among the playlist, or the link to that particular playlist. Or you can also just decide to put the link to the entire playlist. This is one of the surest ways to keep people watching your videos one after the other, hence making you gain a lot of watch time. So with the second strategy, this particular strategy amuses me when I see small YouTubers fail to use it on their videos. So anytime you are uploading your videos, you will need to be linking screens that will lead people to your other videos. And I see a lot of small YouTubers fail or forget to use this particular feature. This particular feature is good for binge sessions so that a viewer can watch multiple of your videos in a row. And when this happens, the YouTube algorithm gets a lot of information about the audience that will be interested in your videos. The most important part is it increases your watch time. So once a person watches 3 of your videos, you are going to get triple of that watch time. With this, it's good for you to note that 30 to 40% of some YouTube channels get their entire views from end screens. With that said, I can't emphasize enough how powerful that particular feature is. And you probably be asking yourself, how do you get this particular feature turned on? You basically can simply do this during the upload process of your video, or by going to the details of your video to pick whatever video you would want to suggest to the viewer. With this, you have the opportunity to select more than one video. But I would highly recommend you select only one video to recommend for your viewer. Because even if you select 2 videos, the viewer can only click on one video at a time to watch. With this strategy, you are guaranteed to get so many views for your videos that will greatly increase your watch time. Now, the next strategy is super powerful, but there's a bit of debate around it. Some people think it's not as powerful as it is, but from my viewpoint, it is super powerful, and I'll always recommend or endorse the use of it. With that said, always make sure to include timestamps on your videos. I make sure to include timestamps on almost all my videos, and I've noticed that most of my videos that have it has a good or significant number of views. This can easily make any of your videos go viral. When this feature was not yet on YouTube, for for us to be able to add it to our videos. It was very easy for anybody to get bored in the process of watching your video. But ever since timestamps has been introduced to YouTube, it has become very difficult for one to easily get bored whilst watching a video. Because once a video starts getting boring, it's easier for you to skip to the part that will interest you. There are so many times you are watching a video and there's a particular segment or a particular part that only seems to address your concern. Once you find yourself in that situation, it is easier for you to skip to the part that excites or interests you. This particular situation or instance is relatable to anybody who makes content on YouTube. You wouldn't want anyone to abandon your video because they don't know what to expect, and also they wouldn't be able to skip to the part that might seem to interest them. So in order to be safe, I highly recommend you prioritize the use of timestamps on your videos. What I'm about to say next might sound a little bit demoralizing, but it's true. It's not all the time that people will find your videos interesting or exciting watching. Some people will skip to the parts that excites them and leave the rest. But once you have timestamps on your video, at least the viewer will know exactly what to expect next. And once they find at least 2 or 3 parts that excite them, they are most likely to sit around to watch your other videos. With this strategy, it's also good for you to note that it's not every video that is suitable for you to have timestamps on them. So for instance, if you are making a long talking head video where you are just talking about one thing, it wouldn't be ideal for you to have timestamp on that video. But if you are making videos about tips or strategies, at least you can have the various tips or strategies indicated in your timestamp for people to be able to know what to expect next. With that said, like I said earlier on, timestamps is definitely something I will highly recommend, because it's actually a game changer that will certainly guarantee you a lot of watch hours. Another strategy you would have to take serious, and please, before I say this, let me emphasize that you don't have to sleep on this. There are 2 benefits that comes with this strategy, so it's more like you employing every other technique to get this effectively going on your channel. With that said, make sure to always get viewers commenting on your videos. When someone is commenting on your videos, it takes time for them to write everything they want to express on your video. And once that is going on, they can click off from your videos. And what it means is that your video will be playing whilst they are also writing their comments. In the process of them commenting on your videos, they are actually spending extra time watching your video. And just like I said earlier on, you have to employ every strategy to effectively get this going on all your videos. And there are a couple of ways you can get people commenting on your videos, but you have to make sure that it is feeling natural and organic. Find a way to make them comment on your videos without having to sound like you are instructing them to comment on your videos. For me, I'll just create a pinned comment for myself, and that's more like a space that I'm creating for small YouTubers to interact or connect with each other. But you would have to be careful with this approach because your subscribers might be engaging in sub for sub, and sub for sub is not actually a good thing to practice on YouTube. In general, what you have to note is that when people are commenting on your videos, it gives the algorithm signals that people are interacting on your videos, and in addition, it gives you more views, hence increasing your watch hours. The next strategy is probably a strategy you've never heard before. It's the process of compiling many videos into one long compilation. This is a clever trick smart YouTubers have been using to increase their watch hours. And the most amazing part with this strategy is that you tend to make a lot of money with this strategy. All you need to do is to take old content and repackage them. Take videos that are of the same topic, line them up one by one to make one full long video. So once you do that, you can rename them to call it a course or best moments. A lot of the successful YouTubers use this strategy to gain a lot of watch time for their channels. This also increases their ad revenue because once they are able to include mid-roll ads onto that video, you realize that when somebody watched 20 minutes of that video, it's going to give them 20 minutes of watch time, giving them approximately $10 RPM, meaning on just 10,000 views, they were making approximately $100. So all you need to do is to make a really long compilation video, get a little views on it to increase your watch time, and the mid-roll ads would also increase your ad revenue. The mid-roll ads would help you generate a lot of revenue for your channel. Now, having said all these, the goal of every YouTuber is to generate a lot of revenue from views. Now, do you know that you can be in the same niche with somebody, getting the same views with that person, but that person will be earning more revenue than you simply because of the countries in which his views are coming from. This video will be explaining to you how to get your views coming from the first world countries. Thank you for watching and see you in that video.